Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Ooni of Ife, Queen Naomi, and Dr. Lizzy are alleged to have gone on a private diplomatic journey to Seychelles again, as Ooni made effort to explain to Queen Naomi and Dr. Lizzy what is going on in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. They said that Ooni was slated to go to Sychelles for a very short meeting. And of course, you do know that they own their own private jet. And quickly, he decided that he wanted Dr. Lizzy and Queen Naomi to join him because he wanted to use the opportunity to explain to them what is going on with the digital space lady. You know that it's one thing for people to speculate and say a whole lot of things and insinuate things, but it's another thing to hear the truth from the crown bearer, the person who is in the center of this event. Now, for a man like the Ooni of Ife, we do know that he is a king that is young and vibrant. He's very, very young at heart. He's always in so many events. He is somebody with a king with a very great sense of humor. He is wealthy. He is handsome. When you meet with Ooni of Ife, for those who have met him one-on-one, they say he is alive, like he's got a great sense of humor. People like to talk to him. He likes to talk, having conversations with people. So, this thing with the digital space woman have been going on since, but we do know that the digital space woman is like a daughter to the Ooni of Ife. And they've had this relationship. Ooni has been encouraging her business and all of that. They said that Ooni has spent so much also to grow the woman's business, contributed so much to that woman's business. And now, is there a possibility that people just assume that there is something going on with that woman that has caused so much problems with the woman and the husband? We do not know yet until, events, as in we get the full detail of the information. But right now, there are a lot of speculations. Gist Lover has carried it and all of that. We do not know really. We only know what is out there, but who has heard from the Ooni of Ife? So it behoves on the wives who really have his interest at heart to listen to him and hear his own side of the story, because no matter how you look at it, even if at the end of the day, Ooni of Ife says, okay, I want to bring this woman in as my seventh wife, which is something we don't know. We have not, we are not sure of that information. It's still an alleged information. So we are not sure, because the last time we checked, this woman was married, okay? And so how things just spiral down the road to where it is now is what we do not know. And if you agree with me, I do know that there are a lot of things that bloggers are saying all over the place. We don't know the true situation of things right now. I do not know myself. I only got information from my own contact that there is a lot of problems. Dr. Lizzy is so like obviously angry, and right now it's not a good time for Dr. Lizzy because she's really not doing well. She's supposed to be going, as in she's been slated for what do you call some kind of throat surgery and all of that. Anyway, so what happened now is that said Kabiyesi was supposed to go to Seychelles on a very short diplomatic trip, and Kabiyesi decided that Naomi and Dr. Lizzy should join him because he would need to explain to them what is going on. Because you and I know that if there are two women in this world that Kabiyesi does not play with, is Dr. Lizzy and Queen Naomi. He loves Queen Naomi so much, has given Queen Naomi so much distinction and all of that, and showed to the whole world that he really loves and wants his wife back. Yes, so absolutely. That is the truth, okay? But then again, he really appreciates Dr. Elizabeth so much. So every woman in that palace can dissipate into air, thin air, or may careless. But you see, Dr. Lizzy and Queen Naomi, he cares about those two. So right now, they said he asked them to join him to Sychelles so that they can sit down and have this conversation about this drama that is unfolding on social media, where people are speculating a whole lot of things about him and this digital space woman. Is it just a speculation? Is it just people just insinuating, thinking? Some of us, our thoughts are so exaggerated. When we see a man and a woman, we tend to think that something is happening. All is this, some kind of plot from Ronke and Miriam to malign the man's character before Olori Naomi again? We do not know. Nobody knows what is going on until we truly get the truth. Until that day when we hear that, yes, so Oni wants to do this, Oni wants to do that, you and I cannot ascertain what the real situation of things are. So right now they say Dr. Lizzy and Queen Naomi had to go on that short trip. They said it was just a 2-day trip with the Ooni of Ife, so they can have this sorted out. And you know that no matter what the world says, you want to believe your spouse. What your spouse says to you is what should matter and what matters. So I am believing that by the time Oni is able to explain the situation of things to these women, they will know where all of this is coming from. And I know that they can manage it very well because they are not new to the social media thing. Oni of Ife is always trending on social media. Yes, he is one of the most popular king in Africa because he's always on social media. He trends day by day, back to back. Bloggers are always trending with his name, using his name, and all of that. Ooni of Ife sells, Queen Naomi sells, Dr. Lizzy sells, and all of that. So bloggers will always do that. And so now, for a big blogger like Gist Lover, a lot of people think that everything that comes out of Gist Lover is true. That may be the case, but we also must always, especially when we are close, like spouses must always listen to their spouses to know what the real situation of things is. Because for me, I always say alleged information, as this is alleged as well, and it is what it is, and we say, what else can we say? What else do I have to say? So what we are hearing is that they went on that trip. They spent a very solid private time together, maybe to reevaluate their situation and understand that they have a lot that is up. They are up against, and they have to unite in one goal to achieve everything they need to achieve. And they said it was a trip that was worth the while. It was a very short trip, but they had to do it so that they can hear Ooni of Ife's side of the story. You say, this is why I will keep saying, polygamy is not your mate too. If you're a young person and you're thinking that, enjoyment day, when I marry plenty wives, say polygamy is not your mate. Ooni right now, I'm sure, is saying, God, if I'd known, I would have just stayed with Olori Naomi. It was 10 times better. See, polygamy is not suitable for the man. It's not suitable for the woman. Or may I not use that word? Excuse my language. It's not easy, rather. Let me use easy. It's not easy for the man. It's not easy for the women. There's always unhealthy competition. There's always envy. There's so much. And you have to keep explaining and explaining and explaining with no evidence. And that is the explaining that Kabiyesi is doing right now, again with Queen Naomi and Dr. Elizabeth in Seychelles. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.